Coinbase shares have been wavering today, but the company reported fourth quarter results last night that exceeded expectations. The stock spiked after U.S. President Donald Trump promised to energize the crypto sector with lighter regulations. We spoke earlier this morning with Owen Lau. He's an analyst at Oppenheimer on the Coinbase results and story.
This is a blowout quarter. And I think there was a narrative that some of the competitors have taken shares from Coinbase. But based on our research, we actually think this is the opposite way, because if we look at the December data, if we look at the exit market shares in January data, Coinbase has actually taken share away from its competitors. So I think this is not widely covered. So I think this is good for investors to understand the dynamic. We don't usually track 1 month or 2 months of market share change. We look at longer term. The most important thing for us is longer term through the cycle, Coinbase has been taking market share from its competitors.
One metric you track, and there are many, of course, associated with any company, and these are the industry we're talking here is cryptocurrency, is dollar trading volume. Explain that metric to us, and what kind of trends are we seeing there at Coinbase?
Yeah, so I think one misconception when people thought, oh, Coinbase has lost market share to competitor was they look at the percentage. In fact, if you look at November number, Coinbase dollar trading volume increased 3x compared to October. But one of their big competitors increased 6 times. So relatively speaking, the competitor actually got more volume in 1 month. So when you do the percentage math, it looked like Coinbase lost market share. But at the end of the day, my take is actually more adoption and more people come into this space, the pie actually has increased. So from a percentage standpoint, it looks like Coinbase was losing, but to me, the whole pie is increasing, the TAM is increasing. So that's why it's good for the company. That's good for the industry. If it's good for the industry, it will be good for a company such as Coinbase.
You also highlight a big gain in retail investors, consumer transactions, the retail crypto trading population. Revenue up there 179% sequentially. That's from one quarter to another. That must be a very volatile line. Is it a consumer transaction revenue?
It has been, the trading volume has been volatile because the Bitcoin price has gone up and down, driven by election outcome, driven by a lot of the regulatory clarity potentially coming into this space. So what I want to point out is, yes, we saw retail participation increased, but the key thing is it has not gone back to the past, the previous peak cycle. We still have a long way to go. So yes, it's volatile, but it's coming back slowly from the retail investor standpoint. So to me, it's a good thing for Coinbase because Coinbase capture more revenue from the retail trading. Longer term, how far it can go, we don't know, but the trend is it has been going up. If you look at the outlook in the first quarter, I can tell you based on our tracking, based on the company's guidance, the first quarter revenue will be even better than the fourth quarter. So it's not like just a one-off good thing for fourth quarter. It looks like if current trends continue, first quarter will even be better than fourth quarter in terms of revenue.
This entire sector got a big boost, of course, on November the 6th, the day after the U.S. election. Donald Trump had pledged to be much more crypto-friendly than the Biden administration. What have we seen in the early weeks of the Trump administration with respect to cryptocurrency policy?
Yeah, so I want to step back. It's not just about pro-crypto President Trump. It's also about the administration, about the Congress, about the SEC. The whole setup is very pro-crypto going into the next 4 years. Early signs, early tastes are, number one, we have the new SEC leadership. They have already formed the crypto task force. They have already announced that there will be less enforcement action. They're more willing to engage with the industry to come up with the new rules. In terms of the Congress, we have the President Trump already appointed David Sachs to be the AI and crypto czar. He will be leading a bipartisan and bicameral working group to develop a bill for market structure and also for stablecoin bill. So we don't expect it will happen in the near term or in the next 3 or 6 months, but it is a good sign that we are moving to the right direction. Maybe at the end of this year or maybe early next year, we may see a crypto bill coming out.
Okay, finally, your price target is $388 per share, and your rating has outperformed. That price target is more than $100 US more than today's trading price. How do you arrive at that target price?
We use a 24 times EV/EBITDA multiple to the 2026 EBITDA number. After the fourth quarter earnings, we have adjusted up our adjusted EBITDA number for 2026, and we use a very reasonable 24 times multiple, which is a big discount from one of their competitors, which is trading at 30 times multiple. So we think 24 times is even more than reasonable, and we see even more upside and potential upside for re-rating from here. So that's how we arrive with that valuation. At the same time, we